Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing something a little bit different because I have had such an influx of people calling in wanting to relocate to the Black Hills. And as your relocation expert, I am doing you a huge disservice trying to wait until I can perfect this video to bring it to you. So instead of waiting and having all of the video clips of driving through the Black Hills and making it super pretty, we are just coming live to you today from my dining table, where I'm going to talk to you about each town specifically, and that way you can kind of narrow down your search criteria. I'm so grateful for all of the people who have found me on my channel and who have been calling me to relocate here to the Black Hills. So without further ado, as your Black Hills relocation expert and Black Hills native, I would love to share some more information about each of these towns specifically. So stay tuned until the end, because then you'll be able to make an informed decision of which town's going to be the right fit for you as you relocate to the Black Hills area. And if you would like a copy of my buyer's guide, just drop a comment in the comment section and I will make sure that myself or my team gets that sent over to you. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, I thought it would be very beneficial to come over here to Zillow because it's a platform that most of you know and that you use every single day when you're looking at places to relocate. So again, I wanted to come right here to Zillow, to the source, so that it looks super familiar for you guys. Now, one thing I want you to notice is up here on this agent finder, if you go in here and you type in my name, Falina, it's a very uncommon name, so there's only a couple of us that are going to pop up. And as you'll see here, I am a Zillow Premier Agent, which means I have been noted to take excellent care of all of my clients, and Zillow recognizes that by giving us this special little badge saying we're kind of a badass. So what that means is that I will take good care of you and help you anywhere in the Black Hills. And if it's an area a little bit outside of my coverage or where I can drive to, I actually have team members all across the Black Hills and partner agents that I can get you to make sure that they're going to take excellent care of you as well. And then I will always be there as a backup. So even if you look at moving to an area outside of the Black Hills, please let me know and I will hook you up with one of my preferred agents who I've vetted and I know will take excellent care of you. So let's get started here. As you see, this is my profile. You can actually go down here, and this is my personal one, so you'll see I'm already my own agent, but here you would be able to click add as agent, and then that means that I can help you a little bit better in your home search, because as you find a property, let's just click on this one here, because this is one of my listings. We're going to go to public view. So as you can see, if you were to go up here and click save, then I would get a notification of that. So I would be able to know which properties you actually are falling in love with. And then I would be able to help you direct your search and find more that are very similar. All right, let's go back to the brief overview of the area, because I wanted to show you this map here, okay? So we're gonna cover 14 different towns in the Black Hills. And the first one we're gonna start with is Rapid City, because Rapid City is kind of the central hub and the biggest area that everybody knows. It's gonna be right here. This is the Rapid City major area. And just to share a little bit of information about Rapid City, it's known as the gateway to the Black Hills and the city of presidents. Rapid City is steeped in rich history and vibrant culture, and it was founded in 1876 by a group of delusional miners who came during the Black Hills Gold Rush. Rapid City thrives as a hub of arts, education, and government. The city is famously dotted with life-size statues in their downtown of former U.S. presidents as part of the City of Presidents project. The population is roughly 77,503 people. Obviously, that's fluctuating on the daily because we have so many people moving to our area. But some of the pros are that it's a cultural hub. So there's a lot more diversity in Rapid City than a lot of areas in the entire state of South Dakota. And there offers a variety of museum, art galleries, and theaters, including the Journey Museum in the Learning Center and Art Alley. Art Alley is really cool. There is a bunch of what most people call graffiti, but it's really like beautiful art. And a lot of people will go down there and get their pictures taken. And then the Journey Museum is an excellent place to visit if you want to learn a little bit more about the history and the culture around the area. There's a lot of information about Native Americans in there, and you could just dive into their culture and see a little bit more. They've got beautiful life-size replicas and everything like that. Now, some of the cons of Rapid City is, again, it is one of the largest cities in South Dakota. There's only one that beats it, and it's Sioux Falls. So that means there's a lot of people. Traffic is going to be a little bit worse than anywhere else in the Black Hills. Especially during tourist season, there's crowded conditions. And so a lot of people try to avoid Rapid City if they're kind of looking for that small town feel. Property costs are rising like much of this area due to its popularity and location. And since it has more jobs, a lot of people are wanting to move to that area. So it is increasing the cost of housing. But Rapid City does have a strong economy, and it's home to several major employers and has a low unemployment rate compared to the national average. There's tons of recreation all around Rapid City. Like I said, it's the gateway to the Black Hills. So it's not far from the Badlands. It's not far from Custer State Park. It's not far from it's not far from Mount Rushmore, which is what we're known for in this state. So I'll stop tripping over my words now, hopefully on the next ones. If we're going to take a look at housing in Rapid City, and before I get too far into this video, I want to drop this information in here. In that little area of the map that you see right here on the screen, this whole big green spot is known as the Black Hills. And I will tell you, there are 2 MLS systems that cover this whole Black Hills area. So when I'm pulling statistics, it's typical that the one MLS covers Rapid City, and then the rest of them basically cover everything else. But I will say there is a firm in Rapid City that has stopped using that MLS. So most people are now starting to use the other one. But I did go ahead and pull Rapid Cities and surrounding towns from the Rapid City MLS. The rest of them are going to be pulled from the other ones. So that's why if you see a number, it might be a little bit different what I give you today. I didn't pull numbers from both MLSs and try to average them because some agents list them in both, some don't. And even on my own website, I have currently only the Mount Rushmore Association of Realtors, which covers the more broad area of the map. But within the next 30 to 60 days, we'll be getting it implemented where both will be in there. So you could just go directly to my website and search for all of that. Or if you like Zillow and that's more familiar, you're welcome to check out Zillow as well. Either way, I'll be able to see what you're looking for in the area. So without further ado, let's talk about Rapid City housing. There are, as of this morning, 216 active listings. That means they are not under contract, they are not sold, they are active and for you to choose from. The average days on market in Rapid City, South Dakota is 65, and the average price point is $493,463. As you can see, this is why I took notes, because a lot of those are very specific numbers and a little bit hard to remember off the top of my head when we're talking about 14 different towns. So that's Rapid City in a nutshell. Next, we're going to move over to Box Elder. Box Elder, when I was growing up, was kind of known as like the little suburb of Rapid City, and it is actually home to Ellsworth Air Force Base. So that's where it's more well known. And if we kind of look in here on the map, you'll see that it is super, super close to Rapid City. So this is downtown Rapid City, and right out here is Box Elder and Ellsworth Air Force Base. So a lot of military families in that area. And the overview of Box Elder is that it's known for its close-knit community and military presence. It's significantly shaped by the nearby Ellsworth Air Force Base, and it was established primarily as a residential area. This town has seen significant growth due to its proximity to Rapid City and the military base. And they just put an event center out there, so Box Elder is really just growing by leaps and bounds. There's approximately 9,800 residents that live there, and some of the pros are that it's got that smaller town ambience with a strong sense of community and safety. It's got military benefits, so anyone who's got retired military benefits can use Ellsworth Air Force Base. and its proximity to there provides economic stability and benefits for military families. Its accessibility is because it's super, super close to Rapid City and everything that you'd need, and it's very close to the natural attractions in all of the Black Hills. Some of the cons to living in Box Elder are that it's got a few limited amenities. So it's just outside of Rapid City, but it doesn't have a ton of amenities if you're just looking in the small city of Box Elder. It's got fewer shopping, dining, and entertainment options within town, and it is dependent on the military. The local economy heavily depends on that military base. The education system, the schools are growing, but might lag behind other regions and resources and programs due to the Rapid City influx of residents. So if we're looking at the housing in Box Elder, there are 54 active homes as of this morning. Average days on market is 41, and the average price point is $344,625. There's the housing subdivision that I will do a video on later on. And I actually had 2 people purchase homes in that housing community just this month because it's such a cute little area and such a cute little community. So if you're looking at Box Elder, definitely give me a call because that's one that we want to look at and try to get you in as soon as possible. All right. Third one, we are moving to Blackhawk. So if we come back over here to the map, you'll see here is Rapid City, and Blackhawk is actually just outside of the city. So there's Blackhawk. As you'll see, there's not a lot of availability of houses there. So it was originally a mining settlement. Blackhawk has transformed into a residential community with a rural vibe, preserving its natural roots with several original structures and a tight-knit community atmosphere. It's got roughly 2,892 people, and some of the pros of living in Blackhawk are that it offers a peaceful rural setting with less commercial development. Its location is advantageous because it's close to Rapid City and natural attractions, and it provides an easy commute without having to deal with all the hustle and bustle of living in Rapid City. It's got a strong local community and frequent social activities and gatherings, so it's a super fun community to live in. Some of the cons of living in Blackhawk are that it's got limited employment, so there's few job opportunities within the town, and most residents actually commute to Rapid City or other areas. The public services are limited, and residents may need to travel to nearby towns for more options. And with the infrastructure, some areas might have outdated infrastructure, which can be an issue for new residents. There's not a lot of new building happening in Blackhawk, so a lot of the homes that you're going to find there are older or rehabbed homes. The average available on the market, as you can see, this is Blackhawk, there are 5, and the average days on market is 29 with an average price point of $435,280. And again, all of these numbers are based off of what I pulled from the MLS system this morning. Now, as we dive into Somerset, we're just going to move a little bit further this way, and you're going to see that Somerset is right here. So just down the road. That's why you might have looked at that and said, Felina, that looks like a few more than 5 houses. And that's because you were actually looking here at Somerset, which includes the area kind of Piedmont as well. And Somerset is one of the newest communities, and it was incorporated in South Dakota as of 2005. So it's actually a very new community. And it's rapidly grown into a thriving suburban community. It was primarily developed to accommodate the overflow from Rapid City's population expansion and to take advantage of its strategic location along Interstate 90. There's roughly 2,500 residents that reside in Somerset, and some of the pros to living there are its growing community, fast-growing area with new housing developments and infrastructure improvements. So obviously, since the community was just made in 2005, almost all of the homes in that area are built after 2005. It's a great location, so a lot of people like to commute into Rapid City or into Spearfish. So especially if we have someone who might have someone working in Spearfish and someone living in Rapid City, it's an easy commute for everybody to come together. And it's located really close to nearby attractions and right into the Black Hills. It also has a low crime rate, so it's a very safe environment compared to the more densely populated areas such as Rapid City. Some of the cons to living there are that there's limited commercial development. While it's growing, Somerset still lacks some of the diversity of the larger towns. It also lacks public transportation. There's very few options. So you might be able to find an Uber driver home from the bar. Other than that, you might want to plan for a friend to pick you up. Educational facilities are obviously fewer because it's a very new town, so residents typically rely on Rapid City for their school choice options. If you look at the houses that are available, according to the Rapid City MLS this morning, there were 3 available. The average days on market is 16, and the average price point is $524,933. Okay, I feel like that was enough for one day. So today we covered Rapid City, Box Elder, Blackhawk, and Somerset, which is basically that big pocket of the Rapid City metro area. So on the next video, part 2, we are going to dive into some of the smaller towns that are just to the west of Rapid City as you drive along Interstate 90. So stay tuned for next week. We're going to drop the video with the next towns we're going to go over in the Black Hills.